May, the month of May, by the way, is National Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, as more and more motorcyclists take to the roads to enjoy the beautiful Texas scenery. Of course, the weather's getting warmer, saving on gas. I mean, motorcycles are a great way to do that. But they can also be dangerous because a lot of drivers out there forget to keep an eye out for the motorcyclists. Last year, in fact, 519 motorcyclists were killed on Texas roadways. And now that's an increase of 7% from the year before. So because of all of this, TxDOT is launching the Share the Road, Look Twice for Motorcycles campaign. Share the road, look twice for motorcycles. Joining us to talk more about it is Eric Newell. Eric is a U.S. Air Force veteran, badly hurt in a hit-and-run crash in Houston a couple years ago. First of all, Mr. Newell, thanks for being with us. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Oren. I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending a few moments with us. Let's get right into it here. What's the message you have for drivers about sharing the road with motorcyclists?
This is one of the messages I share with the drivers. I say, there's no rush to get anywhere. Take your time. And look twice, because just as well as you want to get home and return to your families in the evening, motorcyclists as well want to get home safely and return to their families and without any incidents or causes, if that makes sense.
It does, absolutely. Eric, can you tell us a little bit about what happened to you in Houston?
Oh, so it was last year, April 25th. I was involved in a hit and run. I got rear-ended on my motorcycle hit-and-run accident, and what caused it to happen was my bike exploded, and I broke both of my femurs, dislocated both of my hips, and causes like first-degree burns all over my body, my hands and back, and things like that. And still to this day, we don't know who the driver is who done this thing, and he basically left me there for dead.
My goodness. Where did this happen? I don't recall the story, forgive me, but what location? Was it a highway, a freeway? Where was this?
Sir, it was on 59 and West Park Tollway. It was like right there. It was about 2 in the morning when the accident happened. They said allegedly it was a Hellcat traveling at a high rate of speed and darting through traffic. And I guess he came around the vehicle and didn't see me. And he rear-ended me, and that's what caused me to slide and on the highway and make my bike explode with another vehicle.
I mean, it's a miracle you're here, Eric.
Sir, yes, sir. Thank God, thank God. And that's one thing, it's hard to, with the recovery coming across, but I also have to reflect and say, I'm alive,
Right.
There's many people who had accidents, and is not here to speak with you guys and share this message and advocate for motorcycle safety. So I always say thank God for that and wear your helmet, because that's what saved my life, honestly.
I mean, on a personal note, I rode a motorcycle for a little while until I had kids, and my wife put the kibosh on that. But
I'm hard-headed. I got to get back in the saddle and ride again.
I understand. I do. What is motorcyclists, and I'll just throw myself in there, can we do to try to be safer? I'll tell you, riding on those freeways, I was always a little bit nervous. In fact, if anything, I actually preferred rush hour in some weird way because the traffic on the freeways was slower. But it was always nerve-wracking.
I would say, with rush hour, that's kind of was one of the most dangerous times actually for motorcycle riders, because the stop and go, that's more of your risk of getting rear-ended is kind of higher because people are not paying attention, people are tired from work. So that's one of the most high. But to my motorcyclists, I would say wear your PPE, slow down. You don't need to do 300 miles per hour to get to one destination, and just arrive safely. And just be aware, and you have to kind of calculate what the drivers are going to do before they do it, just to have that situational awareness.
Yeah, trying to think ahead, right? Get in the mind of the driver next to you or the one in front of you or behind you that's not paying attention, like in the case of you.
Yes. And when I got hit, like I said, it was just unexpected. I didn't know that moment was going to change my life when I left out to ride my motorcycle. I didn't think that I would end up with 2 broken legs that same day. You know what I mean? So you just take on life a little bit differently when you have that type of outlook on life. Like at any moment, it could be your time, And it's like, what are you doing in this moment? Are you living for the here, or you're just surviving life, you know? So I'm living life to the fullest as I recover.
A new perspective on life. It's just great to
Yes.
hear. And it's always different for drivers. They've got, you know, four wheels and a bunch of metal around them, and it's easy to forget that the motorcyclists are out there with much less protection. And just that extra bit of caution, that extra bit of awareness, I think for each driver goes a long way. No more distractions behind the wheel.
Yes, and to my drivers, I always say, just respect the motorcycle space. Of course, a vehicle is greater in danger than a motorcycle. So our judgment on that, because something could be in the middle of the road, we might have to hit our brakes quickly, you know, anything, debris. And when a driver is close up on a motorcyclist, it could cause that damage. So just give us enough reactionary gap spacing and slow down. Like I said, look twice before you change lanes, and don't get distracted. Always look twice, look 3 times, look 4 times. Just be safe, you know, because like I said, for the guys out there riding and ladies out there riding, we want to return back to our families safe, and we want to enjoy our hobby as riding this motorcycle.
That's Eric Newell. Thank you so much, Eric, for joining us. He's part of the Share the Road, Look Twice for Motorcycles campaign from the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. Hey, we're glad you're alive, Eric, and we appreciate the message you shared with us this morning.
Yes, sir. Remember, drivers, look twice, look 3 times, 4 times. And cyclists, wear your helmet. It saved my life.
Thank you, Eric, so much. Take care.
Have a great day.
You as well.